But speaking of WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan's plans are not yet set in stone. Like, I still have no idea what they're going to do. And that's what they should have ended the show with. Like, if anything, you do your Rollins and Orton thing, and you have Sheamus come back and attack Bryan, if that's what they're going to do. So I'll ask you, RJ, first. What are your thoughts on Daniel Bryan's current course going into WrestleMania? Because right now they really have nothing for him aside from what's been rumored.
I feel like I think obviously they have a plan. We don't know the plan. They obviously have a plan, I think.
At this point, they have to.
They have to have a plan. They're freaking WWE. They always have plans. They have triple backup plans. Like, I just think seeing another Sheamus Bryan match is something I don't want to see. I saw it at 27 in the dark match. Was it a great match? Not really. Then
for a mid-card match,
for a mid-card match, it worked because it was a dark match and it is what it is. It was for the U.S. title, but whatever. The next year in WrestleMania, they ruined Daniel Bryan and lose to Sheamus in 18 seconds. Just stupid. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I think it's just like that's something you don't do to a guy that could be a top-tier person. I think that was a mistake on their part. I think it kind of helped his career because then he kind of went heel a little bit more after that. The Hell No.
I think it was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah, it gave birth to the yes chant, but I won't say it buried Daniel Bryan, but I think it was so bad because we were all expecting a great match. Now we got Extreme Rules, but it should happen.
Exactly. We're expecting a good match and it ends in 18 seconds. It's like, the World Heavyweight Championship's a joke now.
It's not like we should have gotten the 18 seconds thing with like Del Rio and Swagger.
Exactly.
Like, that's when it should have happened.
And then I'm not the biggest fan of Sheamus either. Like you said, he's had his better work. His best work was when he started off in WWE, beat Cena and that stuff as a heel. Him coming back as a heel, like what would the story of him coming back and being Bryan would make no sense because he was wrestling, Bryan was hurt, then he's hurt and Bryan comes back.
There's no
story at all.
Organically,
what would the story be with Sheamus coming against? Like there's no way. Like I don't know how they're gonna interact them in a story because they both were gone for injury. Like where they were like. It's just so confusing because I don't know what they're gonna do because like they both are gone when the other one was hurt. And then we don't know when Sheamus is actually coming back. They keep saying he's coming back, but we don't know when he's coming back. And then, like, what would spark a feud between them? Like, Daniel Bryan's already out of the title picture, so he can't, like, say he screwed him over in the title picture.
What's the motivation?
Exactly. There is no motivation.
That's why the match could be good. That's not my issue. It's the story that I like the most, and if there's no story there's no way I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, they can maybe, pull something out of their ass in the next few weeks.
I'd rather see a Rollins and Bryan match than Bryan and Sheamus again. I don't know. I wouldn't want to see a Sheamus and Orton match, but Bryan needs another good big match is the issue.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to see him in the Andre Giant Memorial? I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Because I don't think he'll win it, and I don't think it'll mean two shits if he wins it. Because who's he going to beat? The Big Show, Curtis Axel, people that don't mean dick. So they need him in a big match after last year headlining WrestleMania, winning 2 matches. Now he's not even on like the main card of WrestleMania. He's behind all these matches that like people are already excited about, and he's kind of floating around in purgatory, not knowing what he's gonna do. I think they have a plan. Hopefully, it's not Sheamus. They have no plan. Like, there's nothing to keep. There's nothing for me to be interested in. Just only thing that has me interested in this match is me that I like Daniel Bryan. Besides that, I could give 2 shits. I hate Sheamus.
Well, the thing is that I think with Sheamus, this is, again, another feud we've seen time and time again, but at least the motivation would have been there. The last time we saw Sheamus was when he was on Team Team Cena. Remember going into Survivor Series? And he was supposed to be on his team. He got attacked by Mark Henry or Big Show or something. And who ran out to save him? Absolutely nobody. John Cena was nowhere to be seen. And that could be the story that they could use, that John Cena helped him, cost him a few months of his career. Like that, as at least something. Because like you said,
that has nothing to do with Daniel Bryan, though.
No, I'm saying that's why they should have done Cena and Sheamus. Like you have Cena get his match. He loses his match on Sunday to Rusev, and you do Sheamus and John Cena at WrestleMania. Again, a feud I don't want to see again.
But what did you do with Bryan then and Rusev? You wouldn't have them fight because that wouldn't make sense.
But again, at least the story there would be with Sheamus, and you could do something else with Daniel Bryan. Like Bryan and Sheamus, I don't really care to see. And then with Bryan, you could do something else. You put him in. The triple threat's out of the question. I don't want to see the title match. That world title match turned into a triple threat because we saw that last year. There's really not many options. I mean, you just do Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. I mean, there is a story there that they want to steal the show, and they've already kind of established that, and I wish they would go in that direction. Maybe they will.